Hey y'all, what's going on? How's everybody tonight? I know I am absolutely slacking on my horoscopes this month. Normally, I try to do it either the day before or a few days before or that first week of the month. There's been so much going on here. I can only apologize for not getting on this sooner, even though we did. Hi, Spirit Stalker. Even though we did do the taster in that first week of May, and I did not mean to wait so long to do the horoscopes. Shame on me. Um, I need to get right back into there's been so much going on, and getting mom to doctor's appointments, getting myself to doctor appointments, new job, house hunting, driving to Georgia. Like, it's been. Hello. Hey, Ty. How are you? Welcome in to Fireballs and F-Bombs. So tonight we are reading your May horoscopes. Like I said, I'm very sorry that I took so long to get to the horoscopes. I will try not to do that again. I will always try to get it done the first week of the month, but we're only in the second, so I'm only a week behind. So let's get started with the horoscopes. Good Lord, there's all kinds of shit. Okay, so we always start with Aries. If you're new to the live, speak up and let me know what month you are so I can be reading it to you when we get there. We start with Aries, and we know who Aries is. Where are you, girl? All right. What if the real glow up this month is the one no one else sees? For most of May, your Taurus energy is activating your inner world, and it's less about doing more and more about seeing more. With Mercury entering Taurus on the 2nd and the Taurus new moon on the 16th, you're getting multiple chances to slow down and actually listen to yourself. Not the loud, reactive version, but the quiet, intuitive one. This is the kind of clarity your dreams, your gut feelings, the subtle shifts in your mood, they're telling you something. The opportunity here is to build a relationship with yourself that doesn't rely on constant action to feel valid. Then around the 18th, things get interesting. This isn't your usual go, go, go Mars energy. It's slower, deeper, way more revealing. Now, you might start noticing dynamics that don't sit right, subtle tensions with certain people, unspoken competition, or even moments where you catch yourself shrinking or overthinking in ways that feel like it's not like you to do. This is your cue to look beneath the surface. Not every enemy is external. Sometimes it's tied to parts of yourself that you haven't fully owned yet. Well, hey, trauma. Yay! I miss you. All right. Where are you dimming your light, and what does that remind you of? This is powerful shadow work, and the more honest you are with yourself, the easier it becomes to cut off what doesn't align without drama, just clarity. Now, let's see. By the 20th, everything starts to open back up. Oops. Your communication sector lights up, your curiosity returns, and you might feel a little like talking, sharing, or moving again. And with the SAG full moon closing out the month on the 31st, there's a real urge to expand mentally, physically, and spiritually. It's giving book the flight, sign up for the class, say yes and figure it out later vibes. You've done your inner work earlier in the month. So now when you move, it actually aligns. Let yourself explore. Let yourself be seen again. Just make sure you're moving from truth and not from escape. Now, over here, oops, I got to get back up here. Oh, shit. Now, your May crystal, excuse me, your May crystal is a bloodstone, and this is to keep your stamina high and your focus sharp. This stone is of courage, pumps vitality through your veins, helping you seize the financial winds of the first full moon. It acts as a grounded anchor during the super new moon, turning your spiritual heat into raw, unstoppable power. I found a cool one that tells your monthly crystal. So we're doing that too. All right. Oh, where am I? I lost where I'm. Taurus. Normally it says what it is. Now, Taurus is April 20th to May 20th. Let me take a sip. I thought you were sleeping, Stephen. All right. Excuse me. I am in my office. Colleen, we need to catch up. Okay. Taurus. Can you feel it? Okay. The difference in your body, your breath, and your pace. This is your season. Yes. But more than that, it's your moment of release. For the first time in years, Uranus is no longer sitting in your sign, constantly shaking things up and pushing you out of your comfort zone. So Uranus is not pushing you out of your comfort. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Pushing you out of your comfort zone, forcing change whether you're ready or not. And now you're feeling more space, stillness, and a version of yourself that's not in survival mode, not bracing for the next shift. So this month, before you rush into what's next, take a moment to really take this in. Celebrate how much you've changed already this year, even if you don't have words for it yet. With Mercury joining the sun in your sign and your annual new moon taking place on the 16th, you're being given multiple opportunities to choose yourself again. But this time from a place of deep self-awareness, not reaction. What feels good now? What feels true now? That's your compass. Then around the 18th, everything shifts. And suddenly you're the one people are paying attention to. There's a presence about you, a quiet confidence, and they've got something going on, energy that draws people in without you having to chase anybody. This is what magnetism looks like. Opportunities, connections, even attention can come your way easily. But the real question is, what do you do with it? This is where intention matters. Not every opportunity deserves your yes, and not every person deserves your energy. This transit is about embodying your value so fully that what's aligned can't help but find you. By the 20th, your focus shifts towards your finances and self-worth in a way that feels new. Uranus is now fully in your money sector. I'm sorry, whenever I talk about Uranus, I really want to go to that town so I can say that I've been. Y'all know how I feel about that. Anywho, Taurus, you really got a lot going on here with Uranus this month. It might feel a little what is happening at first, but that's part of it. The full moon on the 31st brings clarity around what you're ready to invest in emotionally, financially, and energetically. You're not the same person you were when this cycle started. And now you get to build a life that actually reflects that. Your crystal is I don't ever know if I'm saying this right. It's Agate, agate. I'm having a hot flash. Oh my Lord. Anyway, agate or agate, I'm not sure how to say it. Harness this birthstone by wearing an agate to stay grounded while you soar through the stars. This earthy stone acts as your spiritual anchor, locking in the wealth falling from the meteor showers. I need some wealth falling from the meteor showers. That would be kind of nice. Feel the agate pulse against your skin, turning that Venus Jupiter sparkle into cold hard cash. So what I'm getting from it is that you should be coming into some money or get a raise or something with your wealth is going to increase. That's what I'm getting from that whole thing. I am having a hot flash, and I know y'all know I want to go there on vacation so bad. Y'all know I do. We've talked about this. We have talked about it. Like, wouldn't that be a good meetup spot? Like, what if all of us got together? Oh, hello, 22-minute. Hi. Okay. What if all of us planned and got together and met in Uranus for a week? Wouldn't that be awesome? Tell me that wouldn't be. That would be an absolute blast. Wouldn't it? Is it just me that thinks that? Because, okay. All right. This one's a freaking big one here. Whew. I hate hot flashes. I can't take it anymore. I can't wait for this. Y'all, I'm 10 months in. This is 10 months of full-blown. I'm over this shit already. It is. Thank you. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you. Yes, I'm literally hot. Oh, God. Y'all, menopause sucks. That's all I can fucking say. Gemini. We are moving on into Gemini. Gemini is May 21st to June 20th. So if you're in a Gemini, raise your hand and let me know that this is meant for you. Now, Gemini, be honest. Are you ready for your life to change? Or do you just like the idea of your life changing? Because with Uranus, this is going to be a long fucking horse. With Uranus now in your sign for the next 8 years and Venus joining for most of the month, things are speeding up in a way that's exciting, liberating, and a little unpredictable. You're more magnetic, more curious, more open to trying new versions of yourself, and people can feel it. I can fucking. There's a glow, a buzz, a main character energy that makes others want to engage with you. With Sorry. It's so, I don't know why this always makes me. I'm sorry. This is a powerful time to experiment with your identity, your look, your voice, and your presence. But before you fully sprint into this new chapter, Taurus season's asking you to hold up a minute, just enough to process what hasn't been fully healed yet. Oh, Uranus. God, my eyes are watering. Fuck. This is too funny. Okay. I gotta find where I'm at. It's okay. The shift is happening in your solitude sector, which is not always visible, but very real. With Mercury moving through Taurus and the new moon on the 16th, activating this space, you're being given repeated chances to sit with your thoughts, your patterns, and your emotional residue. I know. Take a beat this month. Rest, reflect, and let your mind slow down enough to catch what your intuition has been trying to tell you. Then, in the final third of May, everything's going to shift. Your solar returns season begins on the 20th, and suddenly it's all about you. The spotlight, the attention, the momentum, the curiosity, all of it turns towards you, but this time you're not stepping into it as your old self. You've done the quiet work, you've cleared space, so now when you show up, it hits differently. This is a reinvention era in real time, a blank page, a new identity, a who do I want to be now vibe. And by the time the full moon closes the month on the 31st, you're not just thinking about your future, but feeling ready to say yes to the version of you that feels unfamiliar. Your crystal by the 5th, a meteor shower sparks a brilliant brainstorm leaves the painting on. So where the fuck is it? We're a jet. It is called a jet. Now, this can protect your energy from the double moon intensity. This stone may act as a shield against negativity. It may help you stay focused as the meteors bring lucky ideas. Jet can ground airy thoughts, which may turn the Venus Jupiter magic into a solid foundation for your future. Hello. What up, girl? I just finished up Gemini. Now the next one we are going to move forward to Cancer. We all know who Cancer is around here, don't we? I'm telling you what, Uranus has been very active so far this evening. And I got to stop. I can't stop. Uranus has been very busy. Okay. Oh, I just touched my glasses. Hold on. Now I've got a big smudge. Oh my goodness gracious. I've got to stop this. At least my hot flash finally stopped, and I'm just crying from laughing. Cancer. Now, Cancer is June 21st to July 22nd. Everybody knows who our Cancer is. Okay. What if the version of success you've been chasing is closer than you think? Taurus season is activating your community and long term vision sector. And this month begins with you getting clearer about who you actually want around you. Yeah. And what you're building towards. Now, with Mercury in Taurus and the new moon on the 16th, certain friendships, collaborations, or goals may start to feel more aligned, while others quietly fade into the background. You're learning that the right people don't just support your vision, but they expand it. Then comes your moment. Now, on the 18th, Venus enters your sign and everything softens in the best way. You're more magnetic, more radiant, more felt. Yes, all of us are just definitely ridiculously immature, like teenagers in here. Now, this means people don't just see you, they experience you. And with Venus harmonizing with Mars in Taurus, there's a beautiful balance between attraction and action. This is prime time for love, intimacy, and connection that feels both emotionally safe and physically present. No, it don't. Nope, it don't. It hasn't, and it won't. If you're dating, lean into vulnerability. Let people see the real you instead of the polished version. Everybody gets the real me from the first time they meet me. If they don't like, it's either love, hate. You either love me to death or you can't stand me. Join the club. If you're in a relationship, this is a powerful time to deepen the bond through quality time, affection, and honest conversations. And even beyond romance, this is about choosing environments where you feel nourished. Oh, I feel nourished because I'm fat and sassy. So I'm definitely nourished. On the 18th, Venus enters your sign and everything softens in the best way. You're more magnetic, radiant. Wait, I read that part already. Can't even remember where the crap I'm at. Well, excuse me. I'm not the one that was late. I can go back and reread it when I'm finished. By the time Gemini season begins on the 20th, your energy turns inward again, but with more peace. You're integrating everything you've learned about connection, about yourself, about what feels right. And when the SAG full moon closes the month on the 31st, there's a sense of clarity around your routines, your well-being, and how you want to move through your daily life. It's less about doing more and more about doing what actually sustains you. You're not evolving emotionally this month. You're leveling up and making moves that keep you aligned with your why. Crystal is oh goodness, how do you even pronounce that? A rhodochrosite. 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 It amplifies the loving vibrations of the double moon cycle. This stone is the compassionate heart and acts as the magnet for the romantic and financial abundance promised by the stars. As the meteors show peaks, let the pink rays of rhodochrosite heal your spirit, and empower your self-worth. Leo, where's my Leo? There you are. Okay. Leo is July 23rd to August 22nd. What is this phase in your life? What if this phase in your life isn't about being seen yet, but about becoming undeniable? Taurus is activating your career and public image sector, and this month's asking you to move with intention when it comes to your goals. With Mercury and Taurus and the new moon on the 16th, you're refining what you want to be known for. You may feel the urge to slow down just enough to make sure what you're building actually reflects your values, not just your ambition. This is about legacy energy, what lasts, what feels solid, and what represents you when you're not in the room. Mid-month, the focus intensifies, but not in a chaotic way. It's more like a quiet determination takes over. You're less interested in quick wins and more invested in long-term impact. People may start noticing your consistency, your discipline, and your presence, even if you're not announcing every move. You don't need to force recognition right now. You're building something that naturally commands it. Stay focused, stay grounded, and trust that your work is speaking for itself, even in the moment where it feels like it isn't. And then, towards the end of the month, something will shift internally. Gemini season opens up your social world again, bringing new connections, new ideas, and a sense that things are starting to move forward. The Sagittarius full moon on the 31st lights up your creativity and joy sector, reminding you that you're not just here to work. You're a human being, not just a human doing. And in about a month, Jupiter will enter your sign for the first time in over a decade. And life's about to expand in ways you can't fully see yet. Opportunities, visibility, and growth. It's all building. If things feel a little quiet right now, a little behind the scenes, don't doubt it. You're supposed to position your next chapter, and it's going to be better than you imagined. Your lucky crystal is the Labradorite. This captures the electric magic of this double moon month. This stone of magic acts as a shield for your aura, ensuring your new wealth stays protected from jealous eyes. As the meteors streak across the sky, let the flashes within the Labradorite ignite your spiritual intuition and creativity fire. And creative fire. I can't say I've ever heard of a Labradorite or a rhodo somethingite. I have no idea. Never heard of either one of those. Virgo. Is any Virgos in the house? August 23rd to September 22nd. This is the kind of month where your plans start evolving mid-sentence. Your expansion sector, so naturally you're thinking bigger. Travel, study, new environments, and different ways of living that don't feel so predictable. But with your ruler, Mercury moving through Taurus and the Taurus new moon striking on the 16th, there's also this grounding influence that's like, okay, but how does this actually work in real life? You're not just dreaming about change, you're trying to build it in a way that holds up. And that tension between wanting more and needing it to make sense is the sweet spot this month. Let yourself explore without rushing to finalize the outcome. Mid month, something clicks into place around your direction. Decisions start to feel less theatrical and more embodied. You may find yourself committing to a path, a trip, a course of study, or even just a mindset shift that changes how you approach things. There's also less tolerance for distractions that don't contribute to where you're headed. You're noticing what's worth your energy and what's just noise. By the 20th, things start moving faster externally, especially surrounding conversations, opportunities, and visibility. Your career sector lights up, and suddenly people are paying attention in ways that feels both exciting, but yet can be overwhelming. The full moon at the end of the month brings it home, literally and emotionally, asking you to check in with your foundation. How supported do you actually feel while all this is happening? Because yes, growth is here, but so is the reminder that you need somewhere solid to land. And that might mean redefining what home even means right now. Now, your crystal is a carnelian. This is to fuel your drive as you navigate this high energy double moon cycle. This vibrant stone acts as a physical battery, giving you the stamina to manage your financial windfalls falling from the meteor shower. Let the carnelia's fiery orange glow boost your confidence, turning those quiet spiritual insights into bold, successful actions. Okay, moving on to Libra. Oh, where'd I go? There you are. Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd. Oh, what was Tyler's month? I have 4 kids. I'm not a Virgo. What was Tyler's month? I'm sorry. Were you the Virgo? September 3rd. Oh, you're a Virgo then. Okay. Well, we're going to move on to Libra. Libra is September 23rd to October 22nd. May, this month is pulling you deeper. Not in a heavy way, but in a let's stop skimming the surface kind of way. This is activating your intimacy and shared resource sector, so your attention naturally goes to what's being exchanged emotionally, financially, and energetically. With Mercury entering Taurus and the Taurus new moon taking back the 16th, there's a steady unfolding of truth around what you're investing in and whether it actually feels mutual. You're noticing patterns more clearly, especially the subtle ones, like who shows up consistently, who doesn't, and how that affects your sense of security. Around the 18th, that awareness turns into action. You'll feel called to make deliberate choices about where your energy goes. You might tighten boundaries, have conversations you've been circling around, or simply stop giving access in the same way you're used to. There's also a practical side to this. Your finances, shared expenses, long-term investments, all of it becomes something you want to handle with more intention. And the interesting part is, the more honest you are about your limits, the easier it becomes to deepen the connections that are actually aligned. By the 20th, your energy lifts and widens. Your expansion sector comes alive, and there's a noticeable shift towards movement mentally, physically, and spiritually. You might feel drawn to travel, new ideas, different perspectives that shake you out of whatever felt too contained earlier in the month. The full moon at the end of May lands you in a communication sector, and suddenly there's something you want to say, share, or finally put into words. And once it's out there, it changes the trajectory more than you expected. Now, your crystal for the month is there's a lot of these that I have not heard. Prehnite. It's Prehnite. The prehnite. This is to stay perfectly balanced while you ride those intense cosmic waves. This stone of prophecy links your heart to your higher self, helping you manage the abundance flowing from the May 1st moon. All right, so the next is going to be, what the heck was that? That was Libra, right? Okay. So Scorpio is next, October 23rd to November 21st. All right. This month reads like a relationship check-in you didn't schedule, but actually needed. This season is activating your partnership sector, so everything feels mirrored back. Your habits in love, your patterns in commitment, and your expectations versus reality. With Mercury spending most of the month in Taurus and the Taurus new moon occurring on the 16th, there's a slow, almost undeniable clarity around who you're dealing with and how you're showing up in return. It's not loud or chaotic. It's just consistent enough that you can't ignore it. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Around the 18th, your planetary ruler, Mars, also moves into Taurus, which means your relationships aren't just something you're observing anymore. There's something you're actively engaging with. There's more friction, more chemistry, more, okay, so what are we doing energy. You might feel pulled to define or deepen a connection, and in some cases, step back from one that doesn't feel as solid as it should. The key here is not to turn everything into a power struggle. You already know how to read between the lines. Now it's about responding in a way that actually supports what you want long term. By the time Gemini season kicks in, the tone shifts from external relationships to internal processing. Your depth sector activates and things get... Sorry. Get more introspective. Shared finances, emotional bonds, trust, all of it comes into focus. The Sagittarius full moon at the end of the month lands you in your money sector, bringing a moment of truth around what you value and how you're sustaining yourself. You may manifest a major financial breakthrough around this full moon, but make sure you're learning how to manage and sustain your money just as much as you're learning how to attract it. Your stone is the obsidian. This is to master the intense shadows and light of this double moon cycle. This volcanic stone acts as a psychic shield, protecting your new wealth and your vulnerable heart from outside interference. As the meteor strikes by, the obsidian will ground your spiritual breakthrough into undeniable personal power. Well, I just haven't. Some of these fucking things just hit me funny. I don't know why. I just really don't know why. I have a sick sense of humor. But you know what? All of my normal peeps have a sick sense of humor. So you kind of have to have that, I guess, to be friends with us. I okay. We're moving on to Sagittarius. This is November 22nd. November 22nd to December 21st. All right. Where are you? There we go. I think I'm thinking I know who you are, but it's throwing me off, I think. You've been in here before. All right. Sagittarius. This month is where your life starts asking for structure and you're surprisingly okay with it. This season activates your work, wellness, and daily routine zone. So the focus shifts to the small things that actually run your life. Not the big vision, you'll get that back too, but the habits, the schedule, the way your energy is managed day to day. With Mercury spending time in Taurus and the Taurus new moon taking place on the 16th, there's a steady opportunity to reset how you move through your days. What's sustainable? What actually makes you feel better, not just busier. You're noticing that when your foundation is solid, everything else flows a lot easier. Around the 18th, your routine stops being theoretical and starts becoming real. You might tighten your schedule, commit to a health goal, or simply decide you're done operating in chaos. This transit is about respecting your energy enough to use it well. And yes, it might feel a little repetitive at times, but there's something satisfying about knowing you can rely on yourself in this way. This energy is going to flip. The full moon at the end of the month lands in your sign, and suddenly it's all about you again, but not in the same way as it was 6 months ago. This is a culmination, a reveal, a moment where something clicks and you realize just how much you've grown since late last year. For some, it's a milestone, a recognition, a breakthrough, or a decision that feels bold but right. For others, it's an emotional release that clears space for something bigger. This full moon can even lead to an element of surprise, bringing up something you didn't fully plan for, but can't ignore once it shows up. Either way, you're not leaving May the same person that you entered into it. Your stone this month is a sodalite. Never heard of this one either. This will sharpen your vision during this high stakes double moon month. The deep blue stone of insight bridges the gaps between your soaring spirituality and the practical steps needed to claim your new wealth. As the super new moon resets your heart, let sodalite calm your racing thoughts so you can focus on the romance headed your way. I bet you must be got some sort of romance going on. I don't know about Capricorn. Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. Do I have any Capricorns? Going once, going twice. The May 1st full flower moon rewards your hard work with the prestigious and profitable financial breakthrough. On the 16th, the super new moon resets your spirit, grounding your soul in a powerful new sense of inner authority. Peace and harmony flood your personal life on the 18th as Venus and Jupiter align to soften your path. Finally, the rare blue moon on the 31st manifests a rock solid, legendary love that stands the test of time. Ah. Oh, good God. What am I? Oh, I'm reading the wrong damn page. Oh my goodness. Capricorn. This month, Capricorn, feels like you're remembering that you actually enjoy your life. Taurus season activates your creativity, joy, and romance zone, and there's something refreshing about letting yourself lean into what feels good without overanalyzing. I'm so glad it didn't say that without Uranus. Oh. With Mercury in Taurus and the Taurus new moon taking place on the 16th, you're being invited to reconnect with your desires in a more tangible way. Not just one day I'll do this, but why not now? Creative projects, dating, self expression. All of it feels more accessible when you stop treating it like a reward and start treating it like a consistent part of your life that you deserve to indulge in. Around the 18th, that energy intensifies in a way that feels surprisingly natural for you. There's more confidence in going after what you want, not in a loud or performative way, but in a steady, I know what you like kind of way. Oh, it really is. Oh, it really is. Every time we do horoscopes and we talk about Uranus, I crack up laughing. There's more curiosity in how you structure your days, and more flexibility is how you approach your work. When the full moon strikes at the end of the month, it hits your subconscious sector in a way that's less about external events and more about internal realizations that sneak up on you. Something suddenly clicks, a pattern, a fear, a limiting belief you've been telling yourself that you're now ready to release. And it's that quiet clarity that ends up shifting everything. Your crystal is it on there? Yes, is the hypersthene. This is to navigate the double moon cycle that with total composure, known as the stone of rest. Hypersthene. I don't know. I know I'm butchering these things, so y'all have to just bear with me. Hypersthene helps you stay calm and collected as the May 1st moon brings in big business wins. Let its velvety sheen shield your energy during the new super new moon, turning quiet spiritual reflection into a master plan for success. Aquarius, which is January 20th to February 18th. This month feels like a return to your center, but not in a boring stay home and do nothing way. This season, your home, family, and emotional foundation, and there's something grounding about tending to your space, your routines, and your inner world. With Mercury now in Taurus and the Taurus new moon taking place on the 16th, you're getting clearer about what actually supports you, where you feel safe, where you don't, and what needs to shift behind the scenes for everything else to work. Excuse me. It's less about external validation right now, more about building something that feels solid when no one's watching. Around the 18th, that internal focus becomes more active. You might start making tangible changes around reorganizing your space, setting boundaries with family, or finally addressing something you've been putting off emotionally. There's less patience for environmental that feel draining or misaligned, and you're more willing to do something about it instead of just thinking about it. Around May 20th, the energy lifts in a way that feels fun again. Your creativity and self-expression sector lights up, and suddenly you're more inspired, playful, and more open to being different in a different light. Be seen in a different light. This is Aquarius. Yes, ma'am. You might find yourself exploring new creative outlets and connections that feel mentally stimulating. The Sagittarius full moon at the end of the month brings it full circle through your friendship and community sector. And something clicks surrounding a connection, an opportunity, or a realization about who you're building with. It might even come out of nowhere, but once it's there, it makes sense in a way that reshapes your next move, excuse me. I'm going to need more to drink. Your stone is the angelite. Angelite or angelite. Your must-have accessory to channel these celestial downloads with short circuiting. This heavenly blue stone acts as a cosmic antenna, picking up the intuitive signals sent by the super new moon and the rare blue moon. By wearing it, you stay light and airy, allowing the financial abundance of May 1st to flow through you rather than weigh you down. Yes. Angel light. Oh, is that how you say it? Angel light. Okay, cool. And we have one more. Pisces. I know we do have a Pisces watching. Is there any more Pisces in the house? Pisces is February 19th to March 20th. And we all know that's my mama. This month feels like your thoughts finally catching up to your intuition and then asking you to actually do something with it. This season activates your communication and local environments, making your mind more focused, your words more intentional, and your day-to-day interactions more meaningful. With Mercury now in Taurus and the Taurus new moon dominating the skies on the 16th, there's a steady unfolding of ideas that feel worth committing to, like something you can truly build on. You might find yourself writing more or finally putting language to something you've been feeling for a while. It's giving, okay, now it makes sense vibe. Around the 18th, that clarity turns into action. Conversations you've been postponing start happening, and decisions that felt vague before become more direct. You're less in your head about what to say and more willing to just say it, which for you is a shift. There's also momentum in your immediate environment, short trips, meetings, collaborations, things that keep you moving and engaged. The key is to stay grounded in your message so you don't scatter your energy across too many directions at once. By the 20th, your focus shifts inward towards your home, your space, and your emotional foundation, but not in a heavy way. It's more like a recalibration. And when the full moon occurs at the end of the month, it lights up your career and public path in a way that feels like a moment of recognition or clarity you didn't fully see coming. Something you've been working towards or questioning reaches a peak. It could be a major decision, a new job opportunity, or even just a realization about what you truly want to be known for. Either way, it significantly moves you forward, and this time you actually trust where you're going. Pisces, your crystal this month is the aquamarine, which isn't that your birthstone? It's like carrying a piece of the ocean to soothe your sensitive soul. This stone of eternal youth keeps you afloat during the intense double moon energy, ensuring you don't get lost in the emotional depths. It clears the foggy psychic weather of the super new moon, allowing you to see the path to your new romantic and financial treasures with crystal clarity. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, Darlene, what is your thing again so I can read it for you? She's been in here commenting. She leave already? Okay. All right. So that is the horoscopes for this month. Again, I can only apologize for how long it took me to do these horoscopes this month. So much has been going on. Trauma, you need to call me. February is amethyst. Is it? I can never remember who all get. I know April is a diamond because my sister's birthday is April 30th, so I know her birthstone is a diamond. Mine is a ruby. I don't care for my birthstone. My favorite, well, other than a diamond, of course, but my favorite birthstone is the dark blue sapphires. January is a garnet. My mom her birthday's March 7th. I know she's a Pisces and I know she's aquamarine. Yes. January and July. Now, a garnet and a ruby look just the same to me. One's a little bit darker than the other one. And I like the color red. Like I'm wearing this. Y'all remember when I got this. So it's a sapphire here and it's a ruby. I'm sorry. This is a garnet and this is a sapphire. And this is the ring I had made when I lost Wilbur and Cash. So Wilbur, he was a blue sapphire, and Cash's birthday was January 7th, and he is a garnet. So I have this. Anyway, this is a sapphire, and that's a ruby, and it has a couple little diamonds, and then it has Wilbur's name and Cash's name right on that side. So that's my favorite stone is the blue sapphire. And the purple is my mom's. Purple's my favorite color. Yes. Oh, I got you. Yeah. And then I think but isn't that an emerald? Right? Or you have the what is it called? It's called what's it called? There's peridot is how you're supposed to say it. Yeah. I like the color of the peridot. I would wear it. I like it. Maybe I don't, some people there's a lot of people that don't like their own stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even though if my birthstone was a diamond, I'm going to fucking like that one. But I like the peridot. A ruby is beautiful. It's pretty. It's just not like something I'm crazy about that I would, oh my gosh, oh my God, it's my birthstone. I have to get it. No. I wear a lot of the dark blue sapphire. There's so many, there's like different types of sapphires too. We really need to have another podcast about like the different stones, like the birthstones. And I remember I was going to have some people on as a guest to talk about the different stones and what they do for you, and if you carry them, and and stuff like that. I need to get with them and find out if they still want it. Actually, the last time I asked them, they said they still wanted to do it, but they're always busy. So it's going to be hard to get them on, I think. But did we or did we not do a podcast about your birthstones? Did we? I can't remember, because it'd be a good one if we did. I honestly can't remember. Yeah. Well, who's to say we can't do it again? Because I'm not going to go and sit there and go through every single one of my past podcasts to see, well, did we or did we not? And we can just sit there and talk about. We can even have a guest. I'll have a guest on, and we can talk about it, and like all of that. Like, we can take turns, do them, and have fun with it. And I know I'm on Pennsylvania. I'm on Pennsylvania, so that's going to be the next state that I do. We just finished Oregon, so we're going to do Pennsylvania. But I can always. I am trying to write down the fucking pen. I would like to do the birthstones. I'm just trying to find something to write on because I'm going to fucking forget. All right, the birthstones again. I'm not sure if I feel like we've talked about birthstones or some sort of stones before, but I can't remember if we actually had a podcast on like the birthstones, and what they mean, and you're good at that talking stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that talking stuff. Yeah, I just can't. It's my memory that I have an issue with. My memory is fucking going. I'm telling you what. This 10 months of menopause has really done some shit on my me remembering anything. Thank you. Trauma, would you? I don't know. I know you're always so freaking busy. Trauma, would you want to come on and do like a birthstone one, or uncle or Missy, or are they? Now, is that yes an answer to are they, or yes you'd want to come on as a guest? Then it went to crystals. We spoke about. Well, let's plan on talking about birthstones and gemstones and how they're different. You want to do that? Trauma? I will plan it on a day that you're off, girl. So let's do that. Let's do that. And I'll take 6 of the birthstones, and you take the other 6 of the birthstones, and we'll. Shit, yeah, we can. I mean, yeah, we'll have a whole thing on it. You take 6 and I take 6, and then we'll talk about gemstones as well. Like, some of these I don't never heard of them before. I know, me too. I always have homework because I've got homework with fucking all my states that I'm doing with the most haunted states, the most haunted of each state. So I am up to Pennsylvania. So It's up to you, Trauma. Or you can just come on and listen. I don't give a damn. I just like having you as a guest because I miss you. Nice. Nice. Usually you're yelling at them or playing a psycho. All right, cool. Well, I am off tomorrow. I will be outside doing some chores tomorrow. I've got pools to clean and dump and scrub and refill. I've got mud holes to make. It has been very hot out. So all the babies will be getting their royal treatment tomorrow. And I did do some mowing finally, but I have somebody coming to do the weed eating tomorrow because I don't like to weed eat. So I'm paying him just to weed eat. And the guy that's doing it started his lawn business, but he was an officer with me at my last Department of Agriculture. So where I retired from, he was on my squad with me. So he is law enforcement and he will be here tomorrow. I don't know what time he's coming, but anyway, he'll be here to weed eat tomorrow. And, but I'm off tomorrow. I was supposed to be off Saturday, but I picked up 4 hours. So I'm doing 6 to 10 p.m. Saturday. I'm working 5 to 10:30 p.m. Sunday. And then I work Monday and I'm off Tuesday. So I'm not sure if I'm driving to Georgia again on Tuesday because I've got like 4 more houses to go look at. Listen, drive stunned and the lightning that being taking the dart, they both suck. They both suck. Taking the dart though will leave these burn marks inside of your skin where the barbs went in. So it hurts a little bit more to take the darts. But they both suck. I've been drive stunned and I've taken the darts. The one time I took the darts by accident, I got shot by a fellow deputy while I was on the ground fighting somebody, and they went to tase and we rolled and they drive stunned me in my shoulder where the vest was not. So yes, my own fucking deputy tased me, but it happens a lot. And then I've taken the darts twice for training. So, but both suck. Both suck really bad. I would rather get sprayed with mace all day, every day, because all that will do is piss me off and make me fight harder. Tasing is a long ass 5 seconds that you cannot fight through it, and they can fuck you up. If in 5 seconds, a lot can happen in 5 seconds. Believe it or not, especially if you're the one getting tased. So who, the deputy? Shit, that was so long ago. Who was that? I was rolling around with the guy on the ground and we rolled as he was going in to drive he was doing a drive stun on the guy. I was fighting a grown man on the ground, and he showed up as my backup, and he was trying to go in and drive stun, and it happened so fast, and we rolled, and he got me instead of the other guy. So I was yes, it did happen in the Keys. I can't remember what deputy it was. I can't even remember if that was Marathon or Key Largo. I can't remember. I think it was in Key Largo, if I remember. I don't remember. I really don't remember. Yeah, pepper spray sucks too. Don't get me wrong. Pepper spray sucks. It burns. It fucking burns. And then when you come home and take a shower, it's gonna burn your ass all over again. Okay. Um, but if I had to take I can fight through spray. So I have a very high pain tolerance when it comes to that. So I can fight through spray, and I know spray isn't going to disable me, but for a split second. And then I can be in fight mode again. But I don't like that taser. I don't like it at all. Why aren't you going to the Keys? The Keys is a fun place to go visit and leave. It's difficult when you actually have to stay down there for storms and you can't leave. You're not allowed to evacuate. You have to stay there and and get slammed. It sucks. I learned a lot though. I was down there as a deputy, and that's where I was a road sergeant, and I learned a lot down there. I loved working down there. It was a lot of fun, and I still have friends to this day that are some of my best friends. And it was a great experience to go work in the Florida Keys for 8 years. It scared the shit out of me because of the storms. I will never forget. I was there for Wilma. Oh my God. Wilma passed over us. We went back out on the road, and I was sitting at a red light that was down. Well, Wilma decides to make a fucking U-turn and come and hit us a second fucking time in the same day. And I'm sitting there, and I heard this big crash noise. So I turned around and I looked, and it looked like a fucking tsunami wave coming in. A big ass gas tank was floating down the fucking road along with a boat and a wave runner that came unhooked from the dock. I jumped in my car and went all the way up to this high parking lot where a hotel was, and I went to the highest level. The water literally was so high, it floated my car down the fucking hill with me in it, and it scared the piss out of me. I knew right then I was done with fucking hurricanes. That scared me. That's one of the most terrifying I've been through. When you're in your patrol car and the car is floating in this huge wave you saw coming. It was very scary for me. So anyway, I was down there though went down in 2004, and I left there in 2012 and went back to Palm Beach County, and then I moved to North Florida where I'm at currently in 2017, and I've been here for 9 years. Yes. So I'm actually looking at houses up in mid Georgia because y'all know my other brother lives up in Byron, Georgia, and I'm trying to be close to him. And so we're looking around. We're looking around up there, and I've been up a few times, and I found one house that y'all heard me talk about this one last time. I found this house. I fell in love with this house, and they yanked it off the market. They changed their mind at the last minute and yanked it off the market. I was so fucking pissed. I was about to make an offer. Best fucking house. I was so upset. Like, I was ready to cry the day they took it off the fucking market. They took it off, like, out of, like, you can't find it. Family member decided to do it. They decided to keep it. So, of course, now, no matter what I find, it's not going to measure up to that one. So I'm like, fuck. So I almost feel like everyone I look at now, I'm settling. Does that make sense? because nothing's going to beat that one. So anyway, I'm having to keep an open mind and put that out of my mind. I'm trying to pretend I didn't even see that. Oh, damn it. Anyway, so I did find a couple of them that look really, really good with some acreage that I'm trying to downsize. Y'all know I have 8 full acres now. I'm trying to downsize to like between 4 and 6. Yeah, so we'll see. And up there where I'm looking, I'll get snow every year now, but then I'll only get maybe a half inch snow. So that I can handle. I'm not gonna go way the fuck up there with y'all when y'all get 5 feet of fucking snow. That's not me. I am not dealing with no 5 feet of snow. I will deal with a half inch of snow. Who says women don't like small inches? Okay. Because that's the most I want. So anyway, well, I was gonna try and make an offer, but they said that they wanted to keep it in the family. No, I don't want to go no, I don't want to go that far north. I'm good. I'm from Florida, born and raised. So, this is what the fuck I'm used to down here, but it's fucking hot now. I just at least want more of a winter. And I don't get that here. So I'll take that half inch because listen, I was excited that I even got some fucking snowflakes this year. Okay. I was running around like a little fucking 3-year-old outside. Missy happened to call me. Missy called me on the phone and I was screaming. I know I hit your eardrum, girl. I'm sorry. But she called me right in the middle of me getting fucking snow and I'm running around outside naked with a robe on because I saw the snowflakes and I threw on my robe and I just grabbed my fucking camera and I'm outside fucking videotaping. I'm like, it's snowing. Like I was screaming like a little fucking kid. It landed, a piece of snow landed on me here and I videotaped it. It landed on me. Like I was ridiculous. Okay. Inches are in the eye of the ball. Yes. Okay. So you must have went in between the months of June and September. Because our rainy season now, Florida, everybody's, oh, Florida, let's go to Florida in the summer. You don't want to come here in the summer. I'm telling you right now, because it rains every day, usually about 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And it rains for about 30 minutes. And then it'll be nice and sunny again. And then it'll rain again in 2 hours. Like it's beautiful 1 minute and 30 minutes later, you feel like you're in a hurricane. Now, once it rains, the humidity is twice as bad and the mugginess gets worse. Like I know when it rains, I don't want to go outside for the rest of the fucking day because it's just miserable. No. Well, now, okay. So Colleen, she came down. We were having a big meetup here at my house because, I have a lot of acreage and we were having a big, like a TikTok meetup type thing. But she fucking come down and it turned to 30 fucking degrees. So she came down. None of us camped. Not one of us camped outside. We all brought we brought the party inside of my house and we all camped out in my living room. And how many of us were there? I don't even know how many people were here, but we had a great, fantastic weekend. It was, well, other than the one chick, but that did leave some really funny memories though. But yeah, it was fucking cold. She brought the cold with her. It was literally a gas. We had all of us were tooting and farting and into sleeping and making the music throughout the night. Then we had the one chick that just couldn't keep her pants. God. It was so ridiculous. Oh God, it was ridiculous night. It was so funny though. Anyway. Memories. But that's what I want. The next meetup we have, this is, oh, she flew. No, she let her pants fly right down to her fucking ankles. She did. She let them fly right down to her ankles and spreading it. And look at this. God, oh my God. It was something, let me tell you. But my goodness, it was, y'all, we have to go to Uranus. We don't have to do it right now or this year, but we have to plan, okay? We have to plan one time. Trauma, Missy, Uncle, Annie, all of us have to go to Uranus. We're all going to go. I don't know when, but we're going to fucking go. So get ready. Just start preparing yourself because we are going to go get a hotel in Uranus. And for those of you who don't know, there is a town called Uranus. You can Google it. I shit you not. And they have a fudge shop there. Fudge. And they say that it's the best. You get your fudge packed in Uranus. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to be live on Clapper for a little while longer because I am going to go out and close up the barn. Trauma, please call me tomorrow. I don't know what your schedule is, but tomorrow's Friday, so you probably still work. I don't know. I don't go to work Saturday until it's like 6 p.m. So call me this weekend if you can, please. And fudge happens in Uranus. Yes, get packed. Sounds like you don't have to pack a lot of shit to go. You're okay. I got you. That was a good one. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on Fireballs and F-Bombs. It was always a blast. I will be coming back on soon. I cannot say what day yet because I have no idea what the fuck's going on. And I will be back with either trauma and some stones. We'll get sorry. And then I will be back also with the most haunted in Pennsylvania. So something's coming up soon. I don't know when, but I love you guys. And thank you guys so much for always being here. And I will see you next time. I love y'all.